So today we're going to be talking about a topic that might be triggering, I'm not sure. So if you have a problem with abuse or like bad relationships, click off this video. But this is for educational purposes because I've recently found out that some people don't really know the difference between good and bad relationships because they are blinded by I'm not exactly what, like maybe they got abused in the past or they're a little bit more accepting of abuse than other people are. So I just want to clear up what a good relationship is and what a bad relationship is. So here's what a good relationship is. Someone who you and the other person trust. So you and the person that you may be dating or someone you may date in the future, it would be extremely good if you trusted and you trusted the person and they trusted you, because that's where like the whole surrounding of the relationship is the trust. You need to have trust in the relationship. That is a fact. You need to have it. Because if there is a relationship without trust, then there's not many properties to that relationship, and it will most likely end up being really bad. And you also need someone who is loyal to you. So someone who won't cheat on you, and someone who will be on time. Like it will be different if they are late because of a certain reason that is actually reasonable, like they had a doctor's appointment or there was traffic, but they also can't keep lying to you. So if they lied to you about something, like they're cheating on you, or they told you something that makes you, like they didn't tell you something that if you knew, it would make you more uncomfortable. And if you didn't know that uncomfortable factor, then that is not good, because they need to make sure that you're okay with a lot of things in relationships. And they also have to be okay with your decisions and your opinions. So, like, let's say they tell you something that you're uncomfortable with, but they don't want you to be uncomfortable and they force you to be comfortable with it. That is not okay. So, you have to be comfortable with the idea of some things in relationships. And you also have to be accepting of the other person. So, you have to accept them and you have to accept them and they have to accept you. And you also have to have consent. What consent is, for people who don't know what it means that you are okay with something that they're doing. So, like, let's say with sex, you need to have consent in that. You have to be okay with the fact that they are touching you in that way, or you're touching them. If you are not okay with that, you have to speak up. And if you do speak up and they still force you to do it, that is rape. That is sexual assault. And that is not okay. That is illegal. That is like, it is not okay to touch other people, even if it's just a kiss. If you kiss someone without their consent, it is not okay. Like, it would be different, like, even though it's good to ask first, if they do want it but they don't tell you, like, it would be a different situation. But like, it would be a whole different situation if you kiss them or you touch them in a way that makes them feel uncomfortable. And it's always very, very important to ask if you can touch them. Like, even if it's pat on the back or a hug, you need to ask them, because some people get triggered by hugs or touching physically in any way because of stuff that's happened in the past, or they just don't like that. They just are uncomfortable with it. And you just need to ask. The also good thing about a relationship is that they care about your needs. So if you need medication, they need to remind you to take it, and they also have to be comfortable with the idea that you have medication. Because if they're not comfortable with that, then that's a bad thing, because that's not something that they could help. Like, you can't stop the fact that you need medication. Like, that's just wrong. Like, unless it's not really 100% necessary, like birth control, you don't really need that. But, like, they still need to be comfortable with the idea of telling, like, you having to take the medication. And they also have to respect you in every way possible. So, like, let's say you go to their house or they go to your house. They have to respect how you are in their house or your house. Like, they have to not break your stuff. They can't, like, unless it's an accident, they can't break your stuff on purpose, or they can't, like, say rude things about your house. Like, this wall is completely shitty. Like, you can't say that. But, like, they also can't pressure you to do stuff. So, like, let's say they take you to a party. They can't pressure you to do that. They can't pressure you to go to a party. They also can't pressure you to take drinks or drink drinks, like alcohol and stuff. Like, it's different if you need it, like you need water or something. That's a whole different situation, because you could be choking and they may be telling you you need water. That's a different thing. But if it's alcohol, don't pressure them, or you can't get pressured. And they also can't force you to do stuff like dress in a certain way. They can't force you to do that, because that's who you are. Like, you show who you are through your dress, or how you dress. Like this My Chemical Romance shirt. People would not be okay with this sometimes because it has skulls on it. But they can't pressure me to take it off. They can't tell me, like, you can't wear that shirt. They can't tell me that, because it's just who I am. Unless they're uncomfortable with the fact that it has skulls on it, because that's like a different thing, because maybe they're uncomfortable because of skulls. But it's just who I am. They can't tell me to not wear the shirt because they just don't like it. Like, they hate the color, or they hate the way that it's written, or they just don't like the outfits that the guys are wearing. That's not good. Like, your boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever you're dating can't do that. And they also cannot get violent with you. So they can't hit you, they can't touch you in a way that you're not comfortable with. Like, you can't have bruises because someone hit you, or like someone in the relationship hit you, because that is just not a good example of a good relationship. And a good relationship is someone who's caring, trusting, loyal, someone who takes care of you, someone who respects you in every way possible. And a bad relationship is someone who abuses you, someone who doesn't love you truly, someone who doesn't actually understand you and doesn't respect you, and someone who actually doesn't care what you do. Like, if they don't care that you do drugs, they have to care, because they don't know where you're going at 3 a.m. For all they know, you could be overdosing, or you could be getting drunk to the extreme and get, like, alcohol poisoning. Like, it's a whole different thing that they're stalking you all the time. That's dangerous. But they should be willing to ask at least like once in a while, or like enough times to say, are you okay? What is happening? Where are you? But you can't say it all the time, like every second. You have to set your limits. They also have to not, like, they have to get consent from you to do different things. Like, maybe they take you to a party. You have to give consent to that. If they don't have your consent to go to a party with you, then that's not okay, because there could be people drinking there, and he or she or whoever you're dating might force you to drink. That is not okay. But anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Please, if there's a bad relationship or you have a bad relationship, please, in your power, stop it. Like, if someone is abusing you, like, even if it's just a friendship or a bully or someone in general, if someone is hurting you on purpose, then you need to report that to the police or someone who actually really cares about you and supports you, like your parents or someone at your school or someone who, like a gym coach or whatever, someone who supports you and can help you, or at least try to help you. You need that. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you. Please know that if this is happening to you, there is a way to stop it. And you need hope. All you need is hope. And the willing to actually stop it. See you guys next time.